I found bloody tissues in my daughter's trash. Her secret wasn't what I feared. When Olivia started locking her bedroom door at 15, I told myself it was normal teenage behavior. Privacy is important, right? But when I noticed the dark circles under her eyes and how she'd wince when I hugged her, maternal instinct overrode my respect for her space. Last Tuesday, while she was at swim practice, I went in to change her sheets, paired something I hadn't done in months since she'd insisted on doing her own laundry. That's when I found them. Bloodied tissues stuffed at the bottom of her wastebasket, carefully covered with homework papers. Every horrific possibility raced through my mind. Perch self-harm, assault, some medical condition she was hiding. I sat on her bed, hand shaking, trying to decide what to do. I didn't touch anything else, but later that night I noticed something else strange. Despite claiming to be not hungry at dinner, food was disappearing from our pantry. Granola bars, crackers, entire jars of peanut butter pert vanishing between grocery trips. For 3 days I watched her. How she'd check her phone constantly, always degging messages. How she'd make excuses to take walks alone. How she'd wear baggy hoodies despite the summer heat on Friday. I followed her. She left at dusk, backpack slung over her shoulder, telling me she was studying at Emma's. Instead, she walked 6 blocks to the community center, disappearing around back. When I crept around the building, I found her sitting on a bench with a young boy, Payne, maybe 12 years old, rail thin with clothes too big for his frame. She was pulling food from her backpack and watching him eat with a tenderness that broke my heart. "Liv," I said softly. She jumped, eyes wide with fear. "Mom, I can explain." The boy bolted, leaving half a sandwich behind. "Wait, Tyler," she called, but he was gone. In tears, she told me everything. Tyler was her swim coach's son. His parents were going through a brutal divorce. His dad had lost his job and they'd been evicted last month. They were living in their car while his dad worked night shifts. He was passing out during swim lessons because he wasn't eating, she whispered. "Coach can't afford enough food for both of them, so I've been bringing him dinner." The blood, I got my first period during practice and didn't have anything with me. I was so embarrassed, I didn't want you to know about any of it. I held my daughter while she cried, overwhelmed by the compassion of the girl I'd raised and ashamed of my assumptions. The next day, we went shopping together. We filled bags with groceries, bought gift cards for gas, and found information on housing assistance. We drove to the community center where Coach Dan was setting up for morning lessons. When Olivia explained that I knew everything, Dan broke down. "I was going to lose Tyler," he admitted. "His mom is using our situation against me for custody. I just needed a few more weeks until my new job starts." That was 3 months ago. Today, Dan and Tyler moved into an apartment in our building. Our families have dinner together twice a week. Tyler's gaining weight, and Olivia's door stays unlocked again. Sometimes our children's secrets aren't what we fear, but something even more profound: parent evidence that they've been paying attention to the values we've tried to teach them.